Friends, my name is Bonnie Perry, and I serve as the Bishop of the Episcopal Diocese of Michigan. And my phone started going off yesterday morning, and I imagine yours did as well, letting me know of the shooting at the high school in Georgia. This time, killing 2 students and 2 teachers, shot by a fellow student, a 14-year-old boy. And I'm so sad. And we hear about these shootings, but what we don't hear is about all the other shootings that are also happening in addition to school shootings. This past weekend across our country, from August 30th to September 2nd, there were 403 shootings, with 141 folks murdered and 357 people wounded. One of the folks was Darian Davis, who was a student at University High School in Ferndale. Darian was killed at the Michigan State Fair. His friend was wounded. These deaths are completely and utterly unnecessary, and we know how this goes. We have these deaths, and the news crews come and they hear the stories and the cries for change from people in towns like Sandy Hook and Uvalde and Parkland and Buffalo and Las Vegas and Nashville and Troy and Oxford and Lansing. And then, after hearing the stories, they put their equipment away and leave. And little change happens. All of this could leave me completely in despair, but as a person of faith, I have hope. I have hope for all of us made in God's image and likeness, that we can do better than what we are currently doing. Friends, despair and cynicism are the bedfellows of injustice. If we succumb to despair, we will not make the changes that need to happen, the changes that we need to go about faithfully, because it is our hope in something more, in a world that Jesus told us was possible and showed us how it could be. It is that hope that gives us the energy to fuel the movement of change, and that is what I live with morning by morning and day by day, because I know that you and we together can do something much better than what we're doing. So I invite you to continue to pray. I invite you to embody your prayers with actions. Pick up the phone and call your reps and ask them to vote for House Bill 5450 and 5451, which is currently in the Michigan State Legislature. And what these 2 bills would do is say that every school must tell every parent every year to store their guns safely, to make them aware of the new gun laws that we have enacted here in Michigan. I invite you to pick up the phone and make that call. I also invite you to think about voting for people who have talked about creating a safer gun culture, people who are valuing our children over the National Rifle Association. I'd also invite you to talk to your neighbors. Find out if they own guns, and then ask them if they are stored safely. Those conversations, that is how we create change. It is how we put forth a world that is safer for our young people, safer for us. And I believe we can do it. And I invite you to join with me in praying and in acting. And I thank you for listening. And now I ask that you also do. Together, let's make some changes. We cannot give